Now, another thing you need to do in order to be successful is you have to be persistent. So that means that you have to keep going. You have to keep working towards your goal until you accomplish your goal, until you complete whatever your goal is. You have to stay focused on achieving that goal. So you have to continuously work on it until it's done. See, if you're being persistent, then you're going to keep putting in that work. And then eventually that work is going to get done. And once it gets done, that means you've achieved your goal. And when you achieve your goal, that's when you will be successful. Now, the thing is that sometimes you're going to not feel like doing the work. You're not going to feel like wanting to have to actually put in any effort. Now, in order for you to be successful, you need to put in that work even when you don't feel like it. Yes, you have to put in the work even when you don't feel like it. Because if you only put in the work when you feel like it, then your goal is going to take longer than it needed to be, or you might not even achieve your goal because you're just going to do it whenever you feel like it. So you have to work even when you don't feel like it. So, for example, when I was writing my first book, there were days where I just didn't feel like writing. But the thing is, I still did it anyway, even though I didn't feel like it, because I had to get this book done. So the book got done because I was persistent and I just kept going even when I didn't feel like it. Now, what you can do is that you don't have to do everything or a big thing all at once. You don't have to like do a lot of different things all the time in order to make, your goals be accomplished. So what I mean by this is what I did. Some days I didn't feel like writing. So I said to myself, you know what? Even though I don't feel like writing, I'm going to do it, but I'll do just a little bit. I'll do just a little bit, but I got to do something. So what I did was I said, I had this thing where I was like, I'm going to write a page a day. I'm going to write a page a day. Now, there were certain times where I just didn't feel like even writing a page a day. So then I said, you know what? Well, let me not write a page today. I just don't feel like it. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write a paragraph today. So the thing is, I at least contributed something. So the thing is, you're going to get to a point where you're like, oh, I just don't feel like doing this. So you might not do everything that you were supposed to do, but you have to do something, at least. So if you're not going to do the whole thing, you have to do some of it. But the point is, you have to get something done even when you don't feel like doing it. Because if you don't do it, you are not going to achieve your goal. Now, it's better to do what you set out to do. But if you don't do exactly what you set out to do, you got to at least do something, even if you don't feel like it. Because if you don't do the thing, it's going to take longer for your goal to actually be achieved, or you might end up not achieving it and you won't be successful. So you have to make sure that you're being persistent, make sure that you're doing what you need to do in order to reach your goals.